In this video, we will talk about the 2026 agility rules changes and how they affect Top Dog events. Firstly, Happy New Year to everyone watching. I hope that you and your dogs are looking forward to a prosperous and successful 2026. So just to recap the changes that we will be looking at today. Firstly, there's the height changes. I'll go into quite a bit of detail around that. Also the fact that the elite classes for agility and jumping are no more. So you'll still be able to see old results on Top Dog, but we can't create events with them anymore. Games, trials now have to be separated by heights. So the option to change that has been removed. And the last one was about dead heats and the fact that clubs now have the ability to give out identical places. I haven't put any specific changes in for that as yet, but with the ability to manually edit places, I think you should be pretty taken care of in the meantime. So I've put the changes in to recalculate the agility heights of every dog that has had a measured height put in to Top Dog events. So there's not much I can do about dogs that have heights entered from the drop down menu. So the dogs have all been entered into their new heights, and all entries that you've already made for upcoming trials have been adjusted. If you were affected by this, you should have received an email just letting you know how it works. So what we're going to do is have a look at the new nomination process. So if we have a look at Nelson here, you'll see this new section that talks about the height. It's got his measured height in there and his current competing agility height, which is 500 under the new rules. And you also see this little icon here that says he's eligible to nominate to 600. So I've tucked that away in the height details section. You'll see here that we've got the same summary data up the top, and there's a eligible to nominate up button underneath. So if you click that, it'll give you a little warning message saying you're about to nominate your dog. So you say okay, and then that shifts him into the 600 height category. You'll see this has turned to yellow just to show you that you have nominated up from your officially measured height, and this is now locked in for all future entries. So all the entries for open trials have already been updated, and that is now Nelson's locked competing height until he turns 7. So just to demonstrate what that'll look like for a dog that is 7, we will take agility champion Rosie. I've picked Rosie because Julie was actually the one who asked the question about this during our clarification meeting in WA once the results were released. So as you can see, Rosie has moved from 500 into the 400 height category with the new rules. So it's the exact same process. If we look at the height details, we can nominate up to 500. So we'll do that. What you'll notice here is that there's a slightly different icon. The little arrow there just shows that because Rosie's now above the age of 7, she has the ability to revert to original height. So if we look at the height details window, you'll see this little window that says revert. So we'll do that. It will set Rosie back to the 400 height class and then locks it away, because you are not allowed to change again once you've done that. So the height details or the nomination stuff has gone away. When you make these nomination changes, you'll get a confirmation email just outlining what's happened and what's next. So if your dog's under the age of 7, it will mention that you're now locked into that height until the dog turns 7. One thing I forgot to add is that strategic pairs entries are not going to change when you change the height of a dog. It got too difficult because if one pair changes, the other one doesn't, how do you know what the new height's going to be? So if you do have strategic pairs entries when you nominate a height class, please check the heights of the entries and get in touch with the clubs if you need them changed. I hope that's straightforward enough. Happy to answer any questions. If you do make a mistake, it is all undoable. You just need to let me know. I hope this helps. I hope this helps alleviate trial secretaries having to see where dogs are at and what height classes they've competed in previously and all those other eligibility rules. And again, Happy New Year and see you next time.